this morning, and this is your morning in 8 minutes. This morning, the Knox County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deadly camper trailer fire. This happened around 8:30 last night on the 4200 block of Eddington Road in South Knox County near Beechmont. The Sheriff's Office says they responded with Rural Metro, found the camper trailer on fire and one person dead inside. That body was sent to the Knox County Regional Forensic Center. The Sheriff's Office says the investigation is in its preliminary stages this morning. We're still working to learn more about what happened there. As soon as we get those details, we'll be sure to let you know here on air and in your WVLT News app. And today, the Knoxville police officer facing federal charges for child pornography is due in court. Dan Rourke is accused of asking for sexually explicit photos of a 5-year-old girl. Officials say Rourke had a relationship with that girl's mother. Investigators say she sent Rourke pictures for the money. They also found more than 20,000 text messages between the two. The Knoxville Police Department fired Rourke earlier this month. Rourke will appear today at federal court in Knoxville for a preliminary hearing. He's expected to stand trial for those charges. And a couple accused of child abuse and murder is expected to appear in Knox County Court today. Michael and Shirley Gray are accused of abusing and killing their 11-year-old adopted daughter in Roane County and abusing other children as well. This morning, they're due in court for a status hearing over another set of charges in Knox County after the remains of an 8-year-old were found at a home in Halls. Their son, Michael Jr., is also accused of abuse and murder, but his case is tried separately from his parents. All three have pleaded not guilty to those charges. And the Knoxville man accused of stealing a garbage truck, stabbing 2 people, and leading police on a multi-county chase is also expected in court today. This happened back in August. Take a look at your screen here. KPD says 43-year-old Sean White stabbed a woman early August 7th in the Fountain City area, stole her car, then hijacked a garbage truck near the Henley Street Bridge. Officials say he held the driver at knife point, then stabbed him multiple times near Chapman Highway. That driver did make it out okay. Police say White then continued driving down Chapman Highway, hitting several cars, then crashing into Tennessee hot tubs on Dolly Parton Parkway in Sevierville. White is facing multiple charges this morning. And Hamas is seeking to extend the 4-day temporary truce set to expire today. It follows the third exchange of hostages for Palestinian prisoners. The youngest American held hostage by Hamas was among the 17 hostages released yesterday. As part of the agreement, aid is following into Gaza. Israel says 200 trucks entered the territory Sunday. Meantime, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited Israeli troops, vowing to fight Hamas until, quote, victory. And 2 deaths have now been reported in the salmonella outbreak linked to cantaloupe. The number of new cases has doubled so far. A total number of 99 cases have been reported, including 4 of them right here in Tennessee. This includes Rudy brand whole cantaloupes, Freshness Guaranteed brand, as well as Racetrack brand pre-cut cantaloupes. Some of those were sold at Aldi. The CDC says don't eat any recalled products, wash any items or surfaces that have touched the fruit using hot soapy water. And if you worry you may be sick, call your doctor. And today, the public begins saying goodbye to former First Lady Rosalyn Carter. Later this afternoon, Miss Carter's body will lie in repose at the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library and Museum in Atlanta, with a funeral to follow tomorrow. Rosalyn Carter died November 19th at the age of 96. And this morning, Honda is recalling hundreds of thousands of 2023 24 Accords and HRVs due to a missing piece in the front seatbelt pretensioners. The National Highway Safety and Traffic Administration says the missing piece is a result of an error during assembly and adds that without it, the seatbelt may not properly secure passengers during a crash. Notification letters are expected to be sent to the owners of the affected vehicles in January. Federal regulators say dealers will replace the seatbelt pretensioners all for free. And you've probably noticed it at the gas pumps this week. Prices are getting lower right now. This year, the state average gas price is nearly 30 cents less than it was last Thanksgiving. AAA says the prices are all due to a strong domestic gas supply. So here's a look at what we're paying at the pump this morning. The state average here in Tennessee is $2.88. The national average much higher at $3.25. A little closer to home, the average price in Knox County sits at $2.86 this morning. You'll find the cheapest gas around East Tennessee in Anderson County. That's about $2.76 a gallon. And the most expensive is in Granger County with prices around $3.03 this morning. And today, more than 71 million Americans are expected to shop Cyber Monday sales. The National Retail Federation says consumers are expected to spend over $270 billion in online and other non-store purchases this holiday season. Cyber Monday is the second most popular shopping day. That's behind Black Friday, of course, of the Thanksgiving holiday. But many have already been shelling out over the last several days. Shoppers have spent nearly $10 billion during Black Friday, according to Adobe Analytics. And tonight, Governor Bill Lee will host Christmas at the Capitol with the annual Christmas tree lighting. The tree is a 35-foot spruce from Robertson County in Middle Tennessee. The tree lighting ceremony starts at 6:30 tonight our time. We're told Santa is planning to stop by and make a special appearance. And if you're a fan of classic holiday movies like we all are, tonight will be a night to bundle up and sit on the couch. Because tonight, right here on WVLT, you'll be able to see Christmas classics like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You can check out the festive animated musical tonight from 8 until 9 p.m. It is 6:54 this morning. Let's take a look at that first alert traffic as you're headed out on this Monday morning. Here's a live look there at I-40 at Asheville Highway. You can see traffic flow is building there in East Knoxville, but really not much slowing you down as you step out the door. Here's hopping over to West Knoxville, I-40 at West Hills. Same deal. Traffic flow is building, but you're not seeing any congestion or anything at this point in the morning. We're starting to see those backups, those normal spots there on North Broadway and Fountain City, but really nothing to write home about at this point in the morning. So of course we'll keep an eye on that as your morning rush gets closer, but we're looking great across the region. Your drive times all up to speed. You can see 75 south from Raccoon Valley Road to 640, taking you 8 minutes this morning, moving about 67 miles an hour.
Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
6:55 now. We've got a little bit of a wind this morning, and that's enough to make it feel colder. But I wanted to highlight when you'll catch some more gusts on occasion, especially in our higher elevations. Notice the wind picks up to about 10 miles per hour at times in the valley, in the Central Valley in particular. Closer to 15 mile per hour gusts at times far northeast Tennessee and even at times in the Southern Valley. So that's where it picks up 15 to 20 miles per hour in our higher elevations like the plateau and the mountains. Tomorrow morning, though, as winds are still churning around at times tonight to tomorrow, that'll give us some patchy frost, because winds keep frost from forming, but that also means you're going to have some wind chill factor, especially tomorrow morning. Midday, still catching some of that windy conditions, and then it backs off tomorrow afternoon. So up and down, and that feels like temperature for sure. Right now, it's feeling like it's 30 degrees in Knoxville. Actual temperature 35. Winds only 6 miles per hour. That's why we're dressing for those wind chills today. Currently 35 at Knoxville, but 28 in Crossville, 33 in Oak Ridge, to 36 in Whitesburg. So as those clouds are still stirring around now, you can see those last little flurries flying over into the Smokies. Those clouds will be gradually clearing midday to afternoon in your Monday planner. Here's a quick look there. You can see those clouds again through midday. Upper 30s though, still only at 11. 45 your high, feeling colder, so those winds up and down the next couple of days really are a big factor here on this colder part of your first alert 8-day planner. But there is another cold front on the way, so I'm tracking that rain for you as well coming up on the CW.
I like that cold. It makes it feel more like Christmas out there.
That's true.
Well, we thank you for joining us this morning. We're headed over to the